Hello everyone, welcome back. I am doing another makeup video, so I apologize if this is going to end up being 2 in a row, but this one is just a haul, so it's not going to be any tutorial. I've been trying for over a week to upload a video, but there has been serious issues with my computer. I have enough space, I have enough storage, but the video won't download. So I don't know what that's about. But today I'm just going to do an Ulta haul. I had been saving up my Ulta beauty points for months now, and I finally got to 2,000. So I had I had a little over, I think I had 2,100, so I had $128 off. And then Ulta just did a $10 off 40 coupon. Ulta's always doing coupons, so if you, even like if you just get drugstore stuff, I always forget about the $3.50 off 15, but they do that all the time. So always make sure to use your coupons at Ulta. But this is all the stuff I got. I didn't think I was going to get all this, I didn't think I was going to use all the points now. But there's a certain thing that I had to get that we will probably talk about last, because that's my best thing. It's the main thing. Save the best for last, so yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just start with drugstore stuff. I have a few repeats in here, so I have 3 repeats actually. The first repeat I have is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. I'm gonna save this in the box because I bought 2 mascaras, and I currently have 2 that are open, 2 big ones and a mini, and I need to finish those up before I open this one. But I love this mascara, that's why I got it again. It just comes in a paper package, and it's pretty much a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I think I like this one a little bit more, but I do have the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof. And I also bought a backup of the Essence Lash Princess mascara. This is the mascara I'm currently wearing on my eyes. So here's the thing. I was starting to I had like certain things in my cart, and then I was like, oh, well, then I'm gonna have to spend more money, because I didn't realize how they would let you use the you like had to get over $128 in order to use your points. So I like had to get right there. So I like taken stuff off and added it back in. I think I took this off and added it back in, not realizing that I had this in my cart as well. So now I have 2 mascaras, and I have 2 that are open, so I'm just gonna let a mascara. But this is probably the best one I've tried. But I do like L'Oreal Lash Paradise, so I wanted to buy it again and get its love. I also bought a repeat of the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I have one of these open already, so I'm in shade 405. You can see my open bottle looks all nasty and stuff. I can't really tell how much of this I have left, but I do know I would want another one of these. I've talked about this foundation in favorites videos. I think this is fantastic. It's super lightweight, way lighter than the Born This Way, and it gives you like a nice satin matte finish, and it's very comfortable, and it doesn't dry out my skin. It's very hydrating. That's all the repeat drugstore stuff I have. So I'm going to go ahead and do smaller stuff before I get to a brand I bought a lot of. I bought this is another thing. This was just in my favorites for a long time. I bought this Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner. This is actually in a red. I thought I bought it in a pink shade, but I'll use it in red. This is in the shade So Lovesick. This is the product. I haven't worn it on my lips yet. I'm in a very fall mood, so I might try this with some of my red lipsticks, because I don't frequently wear red lipsticks, so I'm not really sure. I think because I thought it was a pink, and then I added it to my bag, that I thought I would use this. But I don't have a red lip liner that is this kind of lighter red shade, so I'll get some use out of this and hopefully it works. It feels pretty soft, so I'm excited to give it a try. I also got the Colourpop Brow Boss brow pencil. I'm wearing this today. It's like a skinny brow pencil. I've definitely used a skinny brow pencil before, but I used the I used the BH Cosmetics one, and it was like really dry. This one's pretty dry too. So, I don't know. I just find that brows aren't really my thing, and I find they take a very long time to do. I like how creamy my E.L.F. pencil is, but it is a little uncontrollable, and I think this is a better match for my brows. This is in the shade light brown. It's in my eyebrows today. It's like so hard. I have to go over and over again for it to come up. There is that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these are just super dry rather than be like a lot creamier. But I think my brows look good today. Just took a little bit of time. Okay. Then the last stuff I bought from the drugstore, and it's all new, is I bought some new E.L.F. products. So the first one I picked up, I had this in my favorites. I'm currently using the Pixie Glow Tonic, which I'm loving. This is only available online, so that's kind of annoying. But it came out when the moisturizer came out, and I'm enjoying the E.L.F. moisturizer. So this is the E.L.F. SuperTone. So it says a toner with brightening fruit acids. This has a strong lemon scent. Yeah, it's very, very lemony. Like, not even specifically, like, it's not fake lemon, which is good, but like actual lemon. So I'm curious to see how this works out. It has great ingredients, which I found a lot of the E.L.F. skin complexion stuff does. I mean, for being as cheap as it is, I think this was maybe $8. And this bottle's huge. This is 5.1 fluid ounces. I love the packaging. It's minimalist, but it's yellow, and which I guess is why it smells like lemons. And I'm excited to try this. I'm probably not going to try it for a while. I may, because I want to use my Glow Tonic, but I may use this and just to make sure that it doesn't break me out and I would have to return it. I'm not sure when it goes to like Ulta, if you buy something online and then try to return it in store that they don't carry in store, how that would work. But just to make sure my skin doesn't break out, because I have very sensitive skin, and the fact that it smells so strong scares me a little bit, but I love lemons, so hopefully it works out for me. Speaking of stuff smelling strong, in E.L.F., I picked up 3 of the products from the E.L.F. Jelly Pop collection. I'm wearing, well, this one is, you can't wear this, so this one is only available online. It's the Watermelon Jelly Cleanser. I'm sure it smells the exact same way as the, let's get it everywhere, as the, oh, it does, primer. I was watching a different video, a YouTuber talk, and she mentioned that it smelled like a lip smacker. Yeah, it really does smell like a lip smacker. It's like constantly, you remember they had like those things, they were like plastic things, like a little toy or something that had like liquid in it, like it had gel slime in it, and you would sit there and do this with it. It's wild. This I bought because it is apparently a dupe for this. This is my very tiny trial size of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This little tiny size, which is 0.33 fluid ounces. I guess I should put it up here. Maybe I should put them upside down. There we go. This is $15. So I'm sure the big one is probably the same amount of fluid ounces, and this one was 30. This is about 8. This is tackier than that. But it works about the same. I had a little bit of complications, but I think it was from the brush that I used. I'm wearing this today. I don't notice anything overly hydrating. I do notice that my face has been way more dewy, but I'm not sure if that has to do with primer necessarily. But it was there were little issues with kind of patchiness, but I don't even think it was because of this. I'm glad I looked at it, because it did recommend that you waited about 30 seconds before putting your foundation on over this, which I did, and I think it worked out okay. I think my skin looks pretty good actually, so excited to use this. The last thing I picked up was the Jelly Pop Colourpop Stipple brush. So, I mean, from feeling, it feels like a good brush. I like e.l.f. brushes a lot, and it's really pretty. I thought it was super cute. But I don't get stippling. I sat there and went like this, which is how you stipple, on my face, and it gave kind of a similar thing to like a sponge, but then I found it was like really like, it was taking a product and just like spray painting it down. It was really weird. So I did try to use this to blend like, you know, normally like this, how I would usually blend with a brush, and that's when it kind of gave me issues. But I finally did get it blended out. I'm not sure if I'm going to try it again with this. I think like if I'm going to try it again with foundation, but I think this could work good for, it's a blush highlight as well. I just don't, I've never stippled before, so I think maybe it's a operator error, maybe it would work. I feel like this would work well with cream, not necessarily liquid, because like I said, this is a really liquidy foundation, so maybe that had to do with it somewhat. But it's cute. I'm sure if I used it for blush, it would end up being a good brush. It feels really soft. Okay, moving on. Oh, by the way, it's almost 11:30 at night. I was going to film this earlier after I put makeup on, but then I didn't have enough time and I had to go to work. So this is where we're at. It's a little weird. It's because I'm tired. Also sweating profusely. I do have to say, this is a total side note. I never noticed like setting sprays doing much other than like making your makeup stay, I guess. But I used this today and I started using like more spritz, because I usually used to use like 5 spritz, now I've used like 8. This definitely makes you dewy, which makes sense. It has hyaluronic acid, so I guess it says, yeah, so if you want a good dewy setting spray, this one works. Just if that's what you're going for. And I thought it looks nice. I'm a little concerned because it's like 98 degrees and I'm sweltering. But yeah. So I got two high-end products. So the first one is a repeat product. It's the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I was gonna get a cheap one, but I couldn't betray it. I retried the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, not the new one, I'm interested in the new one, but the original, and I was really disappointed. Like, I hadn't used that in months. It was super drying, it was cakey, it was thick, I didn't like it, the shade wasn't right, it wasn't brightening enough for me, it barely covered stuff, it pulled foundation up from under it, didn't mix with powder whatsoever. This is my holy grail. And you get so much product, you get half a fluid ounce in this. It makes, unless you bought the super size, which I bought, of the Conceal and Define, if they were the exact same product or whatnot, I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you bought the Conceal and Define in the regular size, like in store, and you bought this in store, you would have to buy like 3 Conceal and Defines to get this amount of product, and then at that rate, those are like $7 a piece, I think. This is only like $8 more. This has so much product in it, like nobody talks about it. Actually, I think Conceal and Define is 10. I'm not sure. Makeup Revolution is expensive at Ulta, and obviously like, that's the only place you can buy it here in the United States, but it's more expensive. I mean, any product is more expensive at Ulta than it is at a drugstore or something like that. But the main thing that caused me to use all my points and to haul all this stuff was the Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I don't know if it'll be able to see the reflect because it is dark in my room since it is nighttime. So is that what this is for? I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe to help pull up the brush? Oh yeah, okay. I haven't taken my little sheet thing off the mirror yet. I'll just do that right now. Oh, it stuck to my hand. Oh my god. Okay. I'm wearing this on my eyes today. Do you know how many compliments I got? I'm so excited. I feel it is, I wore it because I wore my queen shirt, so it's very 70s minimalist earth tones, but it's also very fall. And I'm very excited for fall, even though, like I said, it was 98 degrees today, and I'm currently still sweating, but it's fine. Okay, so this aside, the only negative part I can say so far is I've never had an Anastasia palette. This brush sucks. Oh my god. I tried to use this to blend today, and the brush started falling apart. I had 3 things from like it. I used it like barely any. I don't know. The other side's okay. I have Ego Tools and Real Techniques brushes that work way better than this. Let me just take it out so when I hold it up it doesn't like fall out or something. So today I used the shades Soleil, that's on my inner corner. I used the shades Edges and Ginger in the crease, or this is Edges. Ginger is what I started out with. I cannot believe how pigmented this stuff is, and obviously it's going to be a lot darker on my skin since I'm very pale and pasty compared to Jackie, but yeah, so I used the shade Ginger, and then I blended in edges starting from the outer portion of my eye, and then I went into wigglies on my inner and outer portion of my eye. I darkened the outer portion with Credit, and then in the middle, the center of my eye, I used Duelas, as Jackie would say, and as the shade is called. And I applied this with my fingers. So I applied, with my normal brushes, I applied some of the shades with the end of the Anastasia brush. I tried to blend with the other side, but it fell apart, as I said. This one I put on with my fingers. So I do think that this, like these types of shades probably apply best with a finger. So it looks like Duelas and Zam are those types of shades. I'm not sure. Sponsored probably as well. Thing is, this looks like really green in the palette, but I feel like my eyes look pretty gold today. But it's worn tremendously well. I'm very excited to use the other stuff. I can't believe that I, who loves color, looked at this palette and was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go for the browns today. Just gonna do neutral browns. But I'm excited to play around with the colors because pinks are my favorite colors, and I'm very excited about pinker. Oh, it's like dark, it's mauvey. It's really cool. It's supreme. These shades are so buttery. I've never had an Anastasia palette, so I already said that, but I'm very excited. Oh, trust issues. It's a green reflect, I think is what she said. Oh, it does. So there's just some of them. I don't feel like swatching the whole thing, and I just put it in a weird spot for swatches, but whoa. I'm really excited to keep using this. I will do a review on this palette. I am pretty sure I'm gonna go with 3 looks, 1 palette, that sort of thing. So I'll get started on that as soon as possible. I'll probably wear it tomorrow, so I'm probably get started on that tomorrow. And maybe next week or the week after. I'm going back to school the week after, so. But I'm so happy for Jackie. I have been following her for just over a year or so. She's so nice. She's like replied to me in YouTube comments. She's replied to me on Twitter, and she's just so hilarious and she's so sweet, and I'm so happy about this collab for her, especially since she collabed on my previous favorite foundation, Too Faced Born This Way, but I couldn't support her through Too Faced Born This Way since the shades that she created were obviously for dark-skinned girls, and my shade was already created, but I am so happy to be able to support her on this, and I'll support her always. And yeah, so keep an eye out for a 3 looks, 1 palette on this video. 3 looks, 1 palette on the Jackie M palette coming soon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and putting up with me. I probably seem a lot weirder than I usually do in these videos. If you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!